Hey everybody, Ace here. I'm going to walk you through the basics of dividends, what they are, why they're important, and how you can go finding them yourself. So starting off, what is a dividend? A dividend is basically a company that's paying you to hold their stock. So you want to find a company that pays a dividend, and you're thinking, how do I find this? Well, here's something that I do. I go to Yahoo Finance and think of a company, any company you're interested in. For this example, we're going to use Verizon. So up at the top of the search bar, I type in Verizon, or VZ for their ticker, and you come up with this page. So you're going to notice here, you're going to see their stock and their stock price. So you're going to look on the right side of all this data, and you're going to see the dividend yield. There's going to be two separate sets of numbers, one in parentheses and one outside of parentheses. The one outside is their annual dividend payout. So that means how much are you getting paid for owning one share of stock. And then on the inside is their dividend yield percentage. Verizon has a dividend yield percentage of 4.17, and their annual dividend paid per stock is $2.46. Verizon pays their dividend quarterly. That means every 3 months. So the ex-dividend date is the last day you have to own the stock to get paid on the next dividend payout. Let's say you own 100 shares of Verizon. That means you're getting paid $2.46 per share times 100 shares. So that means ultimately you're making $246 a year. And if you're thinking, is that really worth it? Well, absolutely it's worth it. You're gonna buy 100 shares of Verizon at $59, let's say. And let's say over the course of the next year, Verizon goes up $10. So it's $69. Well, that means you just made $10 per share of your 100 shares. You made $1,000 off that Verizon stock, on top of the $246 they paid you to own that stock. It's a win-win. Now remember, not all companies pay dividends. Typically, larger companies or what are considered blue chip companies are going to be the ones that will be paying your dividends. It's the companies that don't have an astronomical amount of growth ahead of them, but rather they're bringing in lots of earnings year over year, and they just want to reward their shareholders a portion of those earnings that they're making as a thank you. Since not all companies pay dividends, you need to figure out the company that you're looking into that does pay a dividend, how often they're paying it out. Most companies will pay out their dividend quarterly, that's every 3 months, but there are some that will pay out monthly. Now, you're holding this company that pays you every quarter, and you don't know what you can do with that money. Well, there's really two things you can do. You can go to the casino, put it all on black. I got faith in you. You will win this. No, I'm just joking. The two things you can do are, one, you can reinvest those dividends back into the stock, or you can keep it in your account and you can do whatever you want with it. You can buy a different stock with it. You can transfer it to your bank account and you can go buy yourself lunch, dinner, breakfast, whatever you want with it. Now there's something you need to know. No dividend is guaranteed. Companies can, and they will, take away their dividend payouts if they need or want to. But if you invest into solid companies, the likelihood of that happening is very minimal. For instance, Coca-Cola has paid out their dividend consistently for more than 20 years and increased their dividend payout almost exactly the same amount. So why are dividends important? Well, you're getting paid just to hold the stock. If it's a company you trust and believe in for the long term, you might as well get paid to hold that stock and let it grow. So lastly, I'm going to leave you with why I invest in dividend companies. I know companies that pay dividends typically don't have the astronomical amounts of growth like some companies, aka Tesla, might have. But they're very solid companies that generate profits every single year, and they pay you to hold those shares, which is very important to me. So for instance, with Verizon, when I invest 100 shares into Verizon, I know that stock is going to go up over time. Within the next 5 to 10 years, it'll probably be double of what it is right now, just because of its continual growth. And it's going to pay me money to hold those shares every single year. Another reason why I hold dividends is it's passive income. I know I'm going to be making money off those shares every quarter, every year. And that's passive income that ultimately in the future, I'm going to use to retire. And I'm going to make another video on my dividend portfolio and how I'm going to utilize that to retire early. So be on the lookout for that in the future. If you like this video, just tap that thumbs up button for me. and subscribe for more content. Also, leave me a comment down below on some of your favorite dividend stocks. And until then, I'll see you in the next video.